Not Yet Dead, and welcome back to Riverside Farms. Just looking at the grass texture, it's really good. Sorry, anyway, I say welcome back. It is welcome back, this is the second video, but it's kind of welcome too, because I sort of started again. I wasn't planning to, but as you may know, there's been an update out to the map, and recommendation from Missy B was start again, and that wasn't a problem because all I'd done was put lime down on this field 61. Of course, the snag to that is that if you restart a game, field states and crops aren't always the same as what they were the previous time you started it. And because, of course, my aim was to try and get all of the crop types, I think I bought for the most part the same fields, but they've all got different crop types and they're all in different growth stages, which actually means that the fields that weren't ready to harvest now are. So the field that I'd previously limed has now got onions that are ready to be harvested. There's a field here that's got carrots that are ready to be harvested. Obviously I've turned withering off for now. There's a field of rye here that's ready to be harvested, and one of millet here that's ready to be harvested. So basically there's a lot of harvesting to do. We've also got a grass field here. Obviously, basically, so I bought field 61, the biogas plant you start with. I've got field 60, and obviously, because I'm a new farmer, you also start with this area, here. I have bought field 32, field 33, field 30, and field 31. I'm kind of hoping they're not dissimilar to the fields that I bought last time. I haven't checked, and to be honest, it doesn't matter that much. Last time was more a sort of drive around. I've also bought the sheep pasture here. So we've got cows and we've got sheep, and we have actually got, cows and sheep. So as I talked about in different types, that was an accident. Oh, it doesn't matter. As I talked about in my last video, what I was umming and ahhing about doing was actually moving all the money that I had from Shamrock Valley. So I've done that as well. Now I've restarted. I have got the numbers. Basically, I left Shamrock with about 4.5 million. So I bought that in, and I've also bought across the cows and the sheep that I had. Fortunately, I made a note of how many I had because I was planning on taking them to the next farm. So I bought them over too, which is why we've got cows and we've got sheep. They need water and they need feed, but we're not in seasons. They don't want to die, so it's not that big a deal at the moment. And so we've got 3 and a bit million left. I won't need all of that money. It's fine. But it gets us started, right? And we'll do this for as long as we want to do this, and then, next, I didn't want to do that, did I? And then when we're done, we'll keep a note of that money and we'll take it somewhere else. It's fine. So, anyway, here we are. Yeah, so the reason that's wrong is because they should all have been black and white. They were all Suffolks and they should have been black and white, and they're not, but it's not that big a deal. Base game doesn't make a lot of difference. Obviously, Shamrock I was doing with seasons. So here we are, field 32, and we have got rye to harvest. So this will be cool. So we've got lots of harvesting to do, so we better get on with it really. Let's chat. Let's get stuck in. It's a funny old crop. It's you get a straw from it. Oh, cool, nice. Yeah, it's a funny old crop because you do get straw. Sorry, that was not what I was going to say. It's a funny old crop because actually it's quite thin. Now, I don't know if that's a recognition of its fertilization state, which is what, by the way? Soil composition. So it doesn't need ploughing. It did, so it's not been fertilized at all. So I don't know if that's a sort of recognition of the fact, but it's very thin compared to most of the crops. Fortunately, still very obvious as to where we've been because of the very significant ground state change, but that's good. So here we are, harvesting rye. It's quite nice. I bought the equipment that was dotted around the map back. I haven't done a great deal else just yet. But yeah, other than just buy the fields, buy the animals, that's about it. It's kind of where we're starting. So there's a few things that I didn't I didn't spot in my first look video, so need to, wasn't really a first look, was a first play. So yeah, a few more things that are exciting. I hadn't realised that the map has compost, so thank you, Raw. I also did watch Mr. CDP's map tour post the update coming out, where he went to that. So that's something I'll definitely be wanting to do. We'll make some compost down at the biogas plant, and then we can use that on our fields. But for right now, the focus is to get all of our fields harvested and see what we get. I don't know how long I'm going to keep that money. It's quite a lot of money to be carting about, to be fair. I have also deducted from the balance that I had from Shamrock the value of these vehicles. I haven't calculated new value. I've just approximately said, right, the value of these vehicles as they are in the game is X, and I've deducted that as if I bought them second hand or whatever, right? I left with no vehicles from Shamrock, so that's what I've done there as well. Look, I mean, this isn't strictly the continuation of Shamrock in terms of the story, because that was kind of one I was sort of doing a bit of a let's play, if you like. This is just me carrying on, but I just thought, you know what, I needed to pull some money in, so I figured I might as well just bring it on from Shamrock and we'll take it from there. Especially because since I was doing Shamrock, I've started the Farmer's Life vlog series, so that's more my sort of story-led-ish, so much as I can, because I'm not very good at it, series, as opposed to just coming on and playing it, which is kind of what we're doing here. So, but yeah, seriously. It's actually quite a big, it's funny, it didn't look that big, this field. Actually, it's quite a big field. It really is. Could be in a cab, we get away from these trees a bit. But we'll go around anyway, we'll do a bit of a headland all the way around. And, yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I said, you know, as I said, I'm only going to do a relatively short series on it, but we'll just see how many that relatively short turns out to be. I really wanted to play the map. Equally, pushing on with Ellen Grat, I'm doing really short, see, I'm missing it because I can't see through the trees. I'm doing a really short videos on Ellen Grat now. Because it's easy to record them, and it just keeps that momentum up a little bit, in and around whatever else I'm doing. But of course, you know, eventually Ellen Grat itself will be done, and but then equally, I quite want to have a go at, is it American Life Farming or whatever it's American? The new one from Lancy Boy, and the new one from Lancy Boy. But I'm only on about streaming that. I'm considering trying Twitch, just for a change, see if I can increase my viewer base. But yeah, it's hard. I might stream. I don't know. I'm certainly not going to start recording videos on it at this point, because it's just, there's too much other stuff going on. I'm only just really starting to get into what's going on with a farmer's life on Spectacle Island, and of course carrying on No Man's Land. As I said last time, I did really want to play this map. I didn't really use Wither that much. I played it, I liked it. I did a first look. I used it as my as a map on a couple of, was it just one or two anyway, sort of DLC shows, show and tells kind of things. I used it for the Grimmer pack, and I used it during actually the Farmer's Life vlog series, where I went and joined Titch and Co on her series, and we sort of overlapped the two series nicely together, and I did a couple of episodes on there learning how to use precision farming, which was great fun. So yeah, so I thought actually I'd quite like to play a little bit on here, just because of No Man's Land and Farmer's Life. I just don't have time to do another massive full-on let's play right now, but I really wanted to give this a go. So that's what we're doing. We'll try out the crops, get used to the map, try some of the nice features it's got. Just give it a go. It's nice to have different things like that. Right, let's see if we can square this away a little bit. Maybe what we want to do is drive reasonably straight. Try, he says. Whoa, we're full. Crikey, that was quick. Okay, I wasn't paying attention at all. Now, pipe out. I think that's number 9. Is it not? It's not number 9. What's pipe out? Number 7, sorry. Good. Right, let's go get the truck. It's the only trailer I've got at the moment. And we'll get it emptied. Right, there we go. Actually, I could just leave that there. Now, what have I got in terms of straw capabilities? Have I got? I haven't got. No, I've no baler. I've no loading wagon. Okay, so that's something I need to think about. Right. Okie doke. Yeah. So, I mean, at the moment I've just got the I'll try and speak. The equipment that you start with on the map on New Farmer, exactly as was. But I haven't brought in many mods. I brought in a few, but sort of basic things like the CSZ pack and stuff like that. You know, those sort of standards, if you like. But I mean, that's not to say that I won't do. I wanted to get stuck in rather than worry about what mods am I going to use and all that. So we may well do, and it would be a good thing to try out some stuff that maybe I haven't yet had a chance to try, that I've been perhaps wanting to pull into No Man's Land. Or I mean, I've got the nice thing about it is, rather like No Man's Land, I've got the flexibility to I've got plenty of cash, so I can spend as much as I like. I can lease a piece of equipment once and never use it again, or whatever, right? You know, so we've got that flexibility. I think I'm going to be also quite flexible about my approach. We haven't got seasons. We can play as unrealistically as we like. We'll just try lots of fun stuff. It's fine. So that may also dictate to a certain extent what mods one might use. But yeah. So I am about. Should we bail? Should we? It's probably worth going around again actually on the old headland. Perhaps 2 headlands. Perhaps 1 headland's not enough. So maybe we need to do that. But yeah, should we bail? Shall I just get a massive loading wagon? Don't know, actually. I haven't really thought about it. I hadn't really crossed my mind that we'd get straw from rye, but I mean, why wouldn't you? It's a cereal crop after all. So yeah, I need to think about that. I might just get a loading wagon for now. It's quick, it's easy. Might get some crazy trailers, stuff like that. The new, I can't remember the model now. Oh, it's a Rowley Christie, right? Trailer, the RYC. The 250,000 litre one, just cause. Frankly. Do need to sort out the animals, so I will need food mixer. Will need. Actually, I did think about. I put in a buy anything silo. I don't use them very often, but I think I'll put one down at the store so that I can, at least while I'm getting started, I can buy in silage and hay. Hay's not a problem. We've got mowers and we've got grass, so hay's not a big problem. That's one thing we can do fairly easily. But yeah, I might buy in some silage to start with and get us going with the animals. And obviously I'll need water trailer, milk trailer, all that kind of jazz. I think Missy B's put her trailers in, which would be good because they're great set trailers using on No Man's Land. So we'll use those for water. So I need to find a water point, but water and milk. But yeah, so if I do this whole field on this video, it's going to be the entire video. So I think I'll stop. And I'll get some of this done off screen, and then maybe we'll make a bit of a start on the next field as well today. Just, you know, it gives us time to pause, and we can start thinking about what else we want to do. We've also got onions and carrots to do, so I'll need to get a harvester. And you know what, the amount of money I've got, I might as well just buy one with the appropriate headers, so I can get those done too. Our onion field is quite small. But actually, for that reason alone, it's worth buying a harvester, because then we've got it for the carrots And there is a massive carrot field and a massive onion field. But you know what? We could buy and just leave a worker to it. And actually, there's an excellent reason to get that 250,000 litre trailer. So maybe that is the answer. Yeah, so there's an option. Anyway, sorry. But yeah, so I'll get some more of this done because this is going to take a wee while. Could even get a worker on it, I suppose, actual. But equally, I sort of need the harvester. So I suppose what we could do, if I go around a few times, we'll get a worker on this, and actually we could go and cut the grass in the next field. That's not a bad idea. Let's do that. Right, so I've done that little corner, got a worker on the combine, Rostselmash on the rye, so to speak. Yeah, we'll get on. We'll start cutting the grass. I don't know what kind of state it's in. Hopefully it'll be long enough. We'll get something out of it anyway. Start cutting the grass so that we've got oh, plenty. Yeah, look. Right, hang on. Sorry, I'm just gonna double check. Because I know there's a way. Oh yeah, there it is. Sorry. Oh yeah, it's that one. Okay. Sorry, can't remember how you do that. Right. So unfold it. Lower it down. Switch it on. Unfold it. There we go. Lower it down. Switch it on. Well, maybe not all of it, but some of it I do. There we go. So yeah, so we'll get some grass cut. Well, I can't remember too far away because it's not going to be that long. I don't have to fill up. I'm going to take the combine quite often actually. So yeah, no point of being too far away. So so yeah, we'll come and cut the grass. We'll need to get a tedder so that we can ted it to hay, and then I'll get some sort of crazy big loading wagon, and we've got that then for the straw, and I'll buy it. I won't lease it. We've got that then for the straw and for the. I may get around doing bales at some point, but for right now, let's go speed, efficiency, convenience, and we're quite close to the yard as well, which is another factor. The problem with loading wagons is that even the biggest loading wagons. They're sort of 50, 56, 60,000 litres, something like that. I don't know if there's anything bigger, there might be, but not much. The problem you've got with that is actually that doesn't take long to fill up. It really doesn't. But it's equivalent to, what's that? Normal bales, whatever that is, 15 bales. 15 bales isn't many bales really, and you can easily get, if you get a good auto load trailer, easily get 20 or 30 bales onto a trailer. So actually you have to make a lot more trips back and forth with a loading wagon, but we're not far from the yard, so I think that's fine. Yeah, if our grassland was a long way from the yard, then I think baling would probably be the way to go, but a loading wagon's fine. Now, it's been a while since I've used a loading wagon, so makes sense. I've done baling mostly recently on no man's land. So we'll do that. Don't want to do too many edges around, actually. Whoa, sorry, wrong thingy. I need to square it off because it makes it easier, but actually if we've got plenty of turning room at top and bottom, that will also help. So yeah, we'll get this grass cut, and then we'll need a tedder, we'll need a windrower, and we'll need a loading wagon. And I actually haven't got any more room for any more mods, so I don't want to download anything. So we'll just use base game stuff. I have got all of the packs installed. So as well as the CSZ pack, I have got all of the DLC packs. So we'll have a look to see what there is. Maybe there's something we haven't used for a while. So yes, I think we'll do that. And we'll stick to base game for the most part. I say, yeah, probably when we start doing mass onions and carrots, 250,000 litre trailer, yeah, kind of makes sense. Actually, maybe I'll go nuts and I'll get a new truck to go with it. But beyond that, for the most part, we'll stick to download. We'll stick to base game and DLC stuff. I think, unless there is something particularly cheaty that I think would work well for us, then yeah, we'll see how we do. Any suggestions? Anything you go, I really want to see that being used on here, let me know. We'll definitely do that. Quite happy to consider options. Yeah, and actually I should say this is sort of, for now, replacing what was a very slow start of the Italia map, which I did, I think, one episode on, and I did some more work on it off camera, because I did say it would be occasional anyway. And but then I decided, no, I was definitely going to stick to Elengrat, and then this came out, and I had to actually uninstall the map so that I had space for this anyway. But then turns out that there's just been a new version, there's just been a new update, which needs a new save game. Oh. So, which is quite surprising, because it's been a while since that came out. So I'm kind of glad, actually, that I didn't go any further with it. And I think because one of the issues that I'd experienced on it, which was when you, if you take out a contract and you borrow the equipment doesn't appear. So I think that's been fixed now, which is good. So yeah, maybe we'll go back to that at some point. I was really enjoying that map, and I did have loads of things I wanted to do with it. So, but I want to do this first. So I say this might just be a short series, and maybe I'll just start doing that. I'll just start having a, because there are loads of maps. Spectacle Island is going to take a lot of, Spectacle Island. Well, yeah, Spectacle Island I'm just getting on with in my Farmer's Life series. No Man's Land I will be playing for a very long time, at the very least up until FS22 comes out. So in the meantime, it'd be kind of fun to have a few short series, half a dozen or so, maybe a little bit more episodes on different maps. Try them out. There's too many maps. That's the problem. There's too many good maps coming out. All different feels, things you want to try, new ideas, new crops, new, stuff. So, yeah. Oh, Helper G has a full grain tank. Right, okay, we'll just finish this strip then. I'm not going to stop mid-strip. And we'll go get it emptied. Right, quick run. It's nice to be on this map, actually. I do like it. Oh, it's even the right way around. Not that I've got crop destruction on for a change. I very rarely play without crop destruction, but it's just a bit of fun, really, isn't it? Oh, got clouds coming. No rain, but we've got clouds coming. It's 4:10 as well. It's nearly the end of the day. I'm on first game day. This is because I didn't have to do liming or obviously spending a load of time driving around the map. I've got started a lot quicker than I did last time as well, so which is quite good. There we go. That'll do. Wow, so that's going to be 30,000 litres. So what's that? Sorry, that was probably loud. Half the field? Maybe a little bit more than half. We're looking at 40, 45, easily 50,000 litres, I reckon. And what price is like for rye? Where's rye? Extra crops at the end. Oh grief, is it that one? Whoa, prices are pretty good. Prices are really good. Mind you, then price for carrots and onions are also pretty good because we'll get mass volume off those. That is right? I could check it. That'd be easy, wouldn't it? Yeah. So currently 1,839 at Angry Mill Grains. You know what? Actually, I think that's worth selling because that seems like a really good price, and it's considerably higher than the alternative price at the farm shop. Oh, mind you, hang on, we've got loads of sell points on me. So, right. Yeah, Titch's Agri. Sorry, Titch, you'll have to improve your prices. Titch's Agri is about middle range then. So I'd say in that case that that 1,800 is probably a good price. So I think we may want to sell. Where is Angry Mill Grains? Remind me. We'll start to figure all this stuff out. Oh, right, down here. Oh, it's not a million miles away. Not a million miles away. Down the main road, straight down the road. Done. We get to field 60. Cool. Well, I guess then when the trailer's full, we'll do that. So, but then that will probably, providing the price stays stable, I'll do that on screen. We'll go sell it. But what I'll do, because we're nearly at the end of the video, I will leave the worker to get this harvested. I will finish mowing that field at very least, and I'll sort us out. I may not bring them all back, but I'll sort us out a windrower, a tedder, a windrower, and a loading wagon, so that then we're ready to clear this field and get the straw in, and also get the hay. And actually, if I hadn't started filling the trailer, I could have gone and bought a whole load of silage. I'll put us in a buy point as well. Which I think there are some buy points on the map. I think, actually, thinking about it, I'll rewatch the tour and we'll figure that out. But yeah, so there you go. Right, I'm going to head back. We'll get on with the grass. I don't know why I'm sat here talking while the work is running, because it'll be full again in no time. But yeah, so I'll finish mowing this field. We'll get this field harvested, and that'll probably be it to the end of the day. And I'll see you next time. But we'll crack on. I mean, grief, we've got so much to do to get started. Because we've got grass work to do, straw to get up, field to turn over, and we've still got that field over there, which I think is millet, right? Yep. The millet field is ready to harvest, and we've also got our carrots and our onions to harvest. And actually, I also need to have a look. Sorghum. Our sorghum is growing. Oh, and is fully fertilised. Well, there's a bonus. So I don't need to worry about doing anything else with that. It even doesn't need lime. In fact, none of our fields need lime. This is also a bonus. Oh, okay, the carrot field. We've got to harvest the carrots first. So yeah, so there'll be millets and carrot and onions to do, and hay to make, and all sorts. So I'm looking forward to that. Hope you are too. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Back on Riverside. Riverview is the name of the house I used to live in. It's very confusing. And that was by a river too. But anyway, sorry. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, like subscriptions are very much appreciated. Please share, please comment, let me know if there's any particular mods you think we should use or anything like that. And otherwise, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.